This isn't fair, RAZER. I wasn't even in the market for a new phone. Hello, I am Chris aka Plastic and welcome to the Pocket Legion. This week we're going to take a look at a new phone, the first phone from RAZER. Let's take a look at the RAZER gaming phone. Well, I don't think anybody was expecting this. RAZER kind of came out of the blue and started sending emails out to people on their mailing lists and advertising a new smartphone. Basically reviews ahead of time. People that managed to get review units have kind of put it side by side with the Pixel 2 XL as its kind of nearest competitor, and it is a beast. So let's take a look. Typical beautiful RAZER packaging. It's a lovely matte box with the RAZER logo embossed on the front and sides. Not much else to be seen. A little bit of information on the back. Now it's a magnetic box actually, I've noticed. So it just pops open. And inside we have a letter here on greaseproof paper, so something to wrap my chips in later, from Min Liang Tan, who is the co-founder, CEO and creative director of RAZER. Whether you're watching movies in bed, listening to music on your run, or kicking virtual ass on your commute, you need a device that delivers breathtaking visuals, cinematic audio, and the power to last all day. Introducing the RAZER phone. The device you hold in your hands is a culmination of our blood, sweat, and toil. I actually used to be an engineer. I don't doubt that there probably is some blood in there. When we bought the most talented designers and engineers in the mobile industry under one roof with a single mission to deliver the ultimate in mobile entertainment, and now the RAZER phone is finally yours to enjoy. The RAZER community is built to connect those who seek the winning edge or simply to enjoy the most immersive experiences. Be the first to get the news, blah 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 blah. Sign up for all these things. Well, here we go. Okay, well, here is the phone itself, and just on the inside of the box there it says watch, listen, play. I will be doing all of those things on here. Now, we speak high-end Snapdragon processor in here, 8 gig of RAM, so that's twice the amount of RAM that you find on a Pixel. It actually uses 2 lenses. It has a telephoto lens and a standard lens. Right, what's inside here? Okay, RAZER stuff. What's this? Okay, so this is just a quick start guide. And oh, okay, so this is actually a little tool here to get your SIM card out. And then inside this packaging is information, warranty stuff. Okay, great. Boring, but great. We do need that. Okay, we also get, oh wow, the boxes have got like almost like a grippy grip tape finish on them. It's kind of cool. So this had, what was the little icon on this? Okay, so this is the charging plug. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, okay, so there's the quick charge plug for this. Yeah, if I remember correctly, this has got a 4,000 milliamp battery, which gives it pretty much the biggest battery in most of the flagship mobile phones at the moment, which gives you a pretty solid like 12 hours of use, maybe longer. And RAZER's used a bunch of their fanless cooling technology that from the RAZER Blade and the other laptops here. So even though this guy is a performance gaming device, it's supposed to stay pretty cold. Okay, so this is an audio adapter because it doesn't have a phone jack, pretty much in line with most of the newer flagship phones. iPhone 10, Pixel XL, no phone jack there, so at least I can plug in my wired headset. I'm using the Bluetooth one. keep that aside. And in here, okay, so this is, I assume, just a USB cable. USB 3, yeah, there we go. So USB, really nice, up to all the RAZER quality. USB 3, and what's this? Is this a thing? No, that's just the plastic box in there. Okay, great, very happy. That was an amazing unboxing experience. Okay, here we go. So, the phone itself, it is big, it is heavy. I kind of like it. It looks a little bit more solid than most mobile phones out there. So it's an aluminium body, like it's kind of, it has got bezels. They embrace that. These are two whopping great big speakers, each with their own driver. 8 megapixel camera on the front, 12 on the back. There's those two lenses I mentioned, and an embossed, yeah, it's like laser etched RAZER logo in there. And that's it though, no other identifiers, which I think is flipping cool. There's your volume control, nice clicky volume control. And this is the on-off button, which is also the fingerprint reader. So, without further ado, let's get into it. USB-C at the bottom. And there's an interesting little detail in it. It's like a slightly matte stripe that runs all the way around it. I don't know, maybe that denotes that you're supposed to kind of hold it this way up. I'm not sure. Okay, so very special things about this screen on here. It's an LED screen. I think it's QHD resolution, although I might be wrong with that. I'll have to check the specs again. And you can basically affect this guy. You can get it up to 120 frames a second on screen if you need to. It's locked at 60, but the operating system, which is a version of, well, it's basically stock Android, just with a launcher, the Nova launcher, which is almost stock Android, just gives RAZER a little bit more customization that they can do on there. And it comes installed with 4 games: Arena of Valor, which is I believe they teamed up and made a MOBA with Tencent, Titanfall Assault, Gear Club, and World of Tanks. This is not messing around, this handheld. Okay, so you can see here they're recommending actually a gaming voice thing. Okay, now you're not going to be able to hear how incredible this sounds, but these speakers are really loud, and they actually sound like they have some bass to them as well. It's okay. So here we go, here's our car, and this is having absolutely no trouble at all throwing this stuff around. Let's put in a new engine. This is a racing game, honest. Somewhere in here I'm sure you can find a race. Okay, let's get out of here and find a race. Yeah, so I mean, I've used this for a real small amount of time, and there's no discernible like warp temperature coming from the phone. If anything, it feels cool to the touch with all this aluminium around. Okay. So let's win a race. Let's do a race. Okay. I mean, this is about as close to a console gaming experience as I think I have ever had on a phone. The Xperia Play gave us a pretty good experience with a built-in controller, and of course this is an Android touchscreen. It sounds incredible, and it pretty much looks in line with an Xbox or a PlayStation 3. Now it looks like we even got sliding controls. That is flipping awesome. And you'll notice even full screen effects, which are the kind of more expensive end of what you can do with rendering. There's actually like nice lens flare going on right here. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. And of course, because it's Android, you can just drop right out at any time. Let's take a look at that MOBA quickly. Arena of Valor. And say Tencent's really been kicking it, but putting on something this powerful, which, you know, I would argue is getting up there with kind of Switch levels of power. Like, you're gonna have a great time on the move with this. Okay, load. I will continue. You see that the screen is incredibly crisp. Not any pixels on display whatsoever.
Melloc is mustering his forces. We must stop him.
You see the screen is a little bit reflective, but by no means obtrusively. Certainly no Gizmondo when it comes to a reflective screen. It's a really good size. I mean, I've got quite big hands, and this is a really nice thing to hold. Actually, I like the square edges on it. It's a lot less slippy than my my Nexus.
First, let's take a look at the battle.
Uh-oh, we have tutorials. We don't want tutorials, but we're going to have them. When you see that, that's quite spectacular. Well, there goes the next 350 hours of commute time for me. Amazing. Well, RAZER phone, you're very new to the collection, but it's time for you to be judged. You're going to have to go inside a case for sure. I think you're going to get a Pocket Legion rating of Bleeding Edge. Well, there you go. Every time you say you're not going to spend any more money, RAZER brings something else out. This week's game is Rise of the Argonauts. Thank you for liking and sharing. Please do hit the subscribe button and jump over to our Instagram and Facebook pages. And until next time, on the 3rd of December, keep your pockets back.